If content marketing is so powerful for real estate agents, why does it feel so hard? Why does it feel like agents are failing at it? And how can you actually invest into content marketing that is going to work for your business and for your lifestyle and work for you in the long term? I know what it's like to be a full-time agent and pursuing Instagram like I'm trying to be a content creator. It is something that I took a step back from after taking a long break away from Instagram and coming back to the platform. What I started to realize was that agents have been fed this idea that you have to be on Instagram all day, every day. You have to be sharing all of your life. You have to be documenting everything you do, while also trying to be super present in your business, right? Taking really good care of your clients, present at home, taking care of yourself, right? And I just realized that right now there is a very unhealthy reliance on Instagram and social media marketing. It's not sustainable. It's not the best ROI when it comes to content marketing. So today I'm going to be talking about the 5 biggest mistakes that agents are making when it comes to implementing content marketing strategies, especially when it comes to evergreen content, and how you can avoid making these mistakes yourself so that you are investing into a content marketing strategy that will work for you for a long time to come. The very first thing that I want you to understand, this is a big mistake that agents are making, is that they're expecting instant results. I see this time and time again, and there is so much that I could unpack here. This is not just in the real estate industry, by the way. This is in the business industry. But I just want to remind you that the buying process for real estate is one that takes time. People are researching, they are planning for, and making decisions about real estate buying, investing, and selling for months to years in the future. So if you come into the business or you come and start a new content marketing strategy for your real estate business and you're trying to attract people early on so that you can be the agent that builds the relationship and nurtures them, you have to understand that the buying process is going to take so much longer when someone is buying real estate or transacting in real estate than if they are buying a pack of gum at the gas station, or if they're buying a $25 t-shirt at the outdoor mall. You have to be committed to the long-term relationship because you're talking about people investing, spending a lot of money. There's so much on the line for people in terms of stress, money, their financials, their, comfort levels. There is a lot that you are dealing with when it comes to real estate. And so anything you do is going to take time, especially when we're talking about organic and you want to be organically generating your own leads. You're not going to be paying a monetary price for that, but you are going to be paying with time. The second mistake that I see is that you're not creating searchable content. So you're not creating content that people are searching for. You're trying to maybe become an influencer or do solely lifestyle-based content. And the fact is that more than half of people are starting their search when it comes to real estate or the planning process online. Now that could be on Google, that could be on YouTube, that could be on social media, that could be on Pinterest. And so some of your content needs to be more than just lifestyle and personal brand based. Some of your content does need to be searchable around the things that people are actually looking for if you want to attract them in. So are they searching for communities? Are they searching for, first-time home buyer, move up, new construction homes, right? What are the things that they're actually searching for? What are the topics they're searching for? And you need to be creating content for your ideal client around those things that they are actually typing in to these platforms. Now, along that same line, if you're ignoring SEO strategies, specifically when it comes to your website, your YouTube channel, and even Pinterest, you are going to be missing out on maximizing your content marketing strategy when it comes to, the overall strategy, but especially your evergreen content. SEO strategies are what optimize your content to be found in search when people are on Google, when they're on YouTube, when they're on the Pinterest platform. And you want to optimize your content because if you're spending all of this time creating high quality content, you want to make sure that it has a chance of getting found. And so if you ignore the SEO strategies, then you are going to be, I would say unlikely, not impossible, but it's going to be unlikely that you are going to maximize those pieces of content that you're creating. Now, the good news for you is that I believe that there's a way to talk about SEO and the things that you need to do where it can be simplified and you can learn the basics and it can have an impact, and you don't have to know all the technical things to be able to apply SEO strategies to your content. The next mistake, one that I am guilty of, is quitting too soon. We talked about not expecting instant results. Well, let's say that you've been at this for a while and it just feels like maybe you are just not quite there. And the temptation when you're really close to that turning point is to actually quit. That is the temptation. There are mindset things involved with this. There's like neuroscience protection over you to saying, okay, you know what, to keep me safe because I don't want to see myself as a failure or feel like I'm a failure. I'm just going to quit. I'm going to turn around and do something different. And then at least, you can say, well, you know what, that didn't work, but I'm starting something new, right? Well, a lot of times you are so close to the turning point. You are so close to that point where things are really starting to grow. And if you've ever heard about the gold miners that quit like 5 feet from gold, that is what happens a lot when it comes to content marketing. And I've been there. Trust me, I've done it. So I just want to encourage you, when you start to second guess and doubt, that you are likely so much closer than you think that you are. You just need to hang in there a little bit longer. Now, of course, yes, we want to review. We want to audit. We want to look at the strategy. We want to, enhance our skills. We want to do all of that, right? But if you are doing all of that and then you just get that temptation to quit, more often than not, it's in your mind. It's in your brain. Your mindset is not strong enough, and that's a different area that we need to work on. And as someone who is constantly having to work on my mindset and build confidence, I can tell you that this is one of the biggest factors. If you don't have the confidence and the strong mindset and that competitive spirit, that is going to be what derails you, not the fact that you're not great on camera or you're not the best writer, or that maybe you are a stay-at-home mom or you had a different career for 20 years and now you're trying to learn content marketing. That's the skill side. The tactical side is not the reason this isn't going to work for you. It's going to be what's in here. And I'm saying that as somebody who is constantly working on myself, and actually a big reason why I needed to take a break, step back from real estate, watch what my content was doing, and decide, you know what, I am 5 feet from gold. I need to go back to this. I'm going to approach it different. I'm going to look at the lessons I've learned, and it's paying off. Trust me, that is going to be one of the biggest things. The last reason that real estate agents fail when it comes to content marketing is that they lack a system and consistency. And in a career like real estate, especially when you are working with clients, this is kind of hard because sometimes people are requesting appointments and you don't have control over when they're requesting appointments. And if they have limited scheduling availability, it is kind of hard to say no to that appointment or, turn them away, right? Especially if you're growing and scaling your business. So how do you create a system so you can stay consistent? Now, consistent doesn't mean creating 5 new pieces of evergreen content a week or even every week. A system and consistency is saying, okay, this is my process for creating this content. Here is the amount of content I want to create. You know, if you can only create 1 new blog post and 1 new YouTube video a month, that's still 12 new high quality pieces of content on your website and on YouTube. And after 3 years, that's 36 pieces of content. After 5 years, that's, I should have done the math, like 50 something, you know? So honestly, it's not about doing it every single day or every single week for consistency, but it's creating a system and having a way where if something comes in, okay, if this comes in, this appointment comes here and this was my time to create, okay, let me move over here. So creating a system and developing consistency, whatever that looks like for your business, is going to be really important for you to be able to stick with it and for you to be able to honor the commitment you made to yourself and your real estate business to invest into content marketing for your business so that you wouldn't be reliant on a team lead or paid lead sources or always buying ads or having to always pay hefty referral fees for pay-at-close companies. These are the 5 biggest mistakes, and approaching these with some of the tips that I gave in this video is how you are going to get the results and build out a really sustainable approach to your content marketing that's going to have longevity. Longevity is super important to me because I am so tired of this with content. I am so tired of the quick hits and then nothing, right? I want you to create this in your business, and I want you to have results coming in from your content for years that you can be really proud of yourself, and that allows you to still live life and have things happen in life, and your business isn't plummeting to the ground because your social media marketing went out the window for a month. So now that you know what not to do, what does success actually look like when we're talking about content marketing? What should you be expecting? What should you be expecting, and what does it actually look like to get leads and start growing your business when we're talking about a content marketing strategy? In the next video, I'm going to be sharing a real life case study from my own business about building our team content strategy and our content bank that was with long form content that is producing results and bringing in more and more leads as we go. Watch that next video to learn and hear a little bit more about my story and how this is working for me.